Maritime Made is brought to you by Invest Nova Scotia. Experience and expertise strengthening your business.
Located in Shubenacadie, Nova Scotia, Scotia Plastics has provided recyclable water, milk, and juice containers to Atlantic Canada since 1988. In 2022, the company underwent a restructuring and now has 4 owners sharing responsibilities for their 2 plants. The other plant is located in St. John, New Brunswick.
We acquired Scotia Plastics in the fall of 2022 with the vision that we wanted to make innovative packaging products that found their way into every fridge, cupboard, and recycle bin throughout Atlantic Canada, and that the idea of that really excites us. So we produce high-density polyethylene containers that range from 250 milliliters to 1 liter to 2 liter and 4 liter containers. These are primarily used in milk, water, and juice products and can be found in almost every retail store throughout Atlantic Canada. So as young entrepreneurs, we were intrigued to enter the industry and try and build upon Scotia Plastics' existing base. So what really excites us is what else could we make? What other technologies could we add to help make plastics more sustainable, and how far could our reach be? In addition to that, what other businesses could we acquire, strategically partner with to ultimately help achieve our vision of being in every fridge, cupboard, and recycle bin within Atlantic Canada and beyond?
The automatic electric process starts with high-density polyethylene, HDPE, clear resin pellets that are delivered by truck. These are pumped into silos outside the facility and then piped inside to a central hopper that delivers pellets to the blow molding systems as needed. The pellets are poured into a hopper at the top of this blow molding machine. For the 2-liter white milk containers being made today, white coloring is added to the clear resin in a 3% to 97% ratio. A hydraulic screw heats the pellets to between 340 and 365 degrees Celsius. This changes it into a soft resin, which the machine pours out of 4 heads at once. Metal molds close around this resin, while blow pins inject it with air, blowing the resin into the appropriate shape. The mold's walls are cooled with cold water from a central chiller. This helps harden the hot resin. This happens in 8 to 10 seconds. The 4 newly formed bottles then drop onto a conveyor, continuing to cool while being sent to the trimming line. A punch mold trims unneeded heads, tails, and handles off. These are recycled through the facility's closed-loop system. Next, a pressure test checks for leaks. Each bottle should handle 20 psi without leaking. If bottles pass the test, they're sent onward through compressor-activated chutes. If they fail, they're sent to a bin. Staff manually put these into a forced air chute to be recycled. Good bottles are dropped onto another conveyor, where a one-way motor at the base of the chute pushes 1 bottle forward at a time. Ties ensure they stay upright. Each bottle is slightly rotated before entering a dust-protected area. This ensures all bottles are aligned when they're filled at the milk factory. 4 bottles are weight and drop tested every hour. Each one is placed on a scale, and its weight, the time, and the employee's code is recorded. 2-liter bottles need to weigh between 45.1 and 45.9 grams to pass. These same bottles are taken for a drop test. The shift and time of day is recorded on each bottle before they get filled with water. A cap is screwed on and each is dropped. Then, dropped bottles are laid on their sides for 2 hours to see if any water spills out. If any spillage occurs from either of these tests, they're examined in the spillage area. If there were an issue, that run of bottles would be removed from the production line.
Business is going really well. We saw an increase in business throughout the pandemic because of the work from home movement and families doing everything from home. So milk, water, and juice consumption went up. And fortunately, we have great teams in place throughout our 2 facilities great set of customers, and strong relationships with our suppliers. So business is actually really good, and we're just fortunate to be in that position. For us, a huge success and something we're excited for is actually an innovative technology that we're trying to validate that will actually biodegrade our plastic HDPE containers. So ideally, we want every plastic container to go through the recycle process, which ultimately these products get made into toothbrushes, shampoo bottles, or laundry detergent containers. If for some reason that doesn't happen and they end up in a landfill, stream, ocean, etc., we would like this technology to ultimately biodegrade it, and we believe the one that we're testing will do so in 400 to 500 days. So we're really excited about that and look forward to the results.
Farnell Packaging supplies bags for packaging the bottles. These are manually put on the packing machines. After being attached, workers write tracking information on them. Once 12 jugs reach the packing table, a sidebar pushes them forward. Once 9 rows are present, a back bar pushes these 108 bottles forward into the awaiting bag. Workers activate the heat sealer, securing the end shut. Bags are filled every 4 minutes. Finished ones are stacked on a hand truck, 9 bags high, and wheeled into the warehouse or directly onto a delivery trailer. These bottles need to remain sterile until they're filled, so delivery trucks are sanitized before loading, and clean paper is laid under the bags. Scotia Plastics practices first in, first out inventory, ensuring the oldest containers are removed first. Their 4-liter containers are loaded for this shipment. Each bag weighs 7 pounds. Customers maximize shipping, so trailers are filled from floor to ceiling, 10 bags high. More paper is unrolled and more bags are collected. This cleaning and loading process currently takes 2 hours, but is being optimized by Dalhousie University engineering students. The warehouse is filled and emptied daily. Another customer prefers using crates. These are loaded individually onto trailers instead. Any rejected or unused HDPE material is sent to a series of grinders. This first grinder cools the warm plastic before grinding it into large chunks. These are then moved by pipes to a second grinder, after hardening, which further refines them. Any material that isn't appropriate for reuse in this food-safe facility is ground up in another grinder and stored to be sold. Scotia Plastics operates 24 hours a day. Between their 2 facilities, over 25 million bottles are produced each year.